first day of September. Let's hope we get better weather this month than we had over the last couple of weeks. Members, you'll notice that some of the public are sitting at the back with a camera. That is now permitted, but I will remind, obviously, the members of the public that whilst they may film, there's been no interference with the meeting, so you must remain within the public area at all times. And obviously, if I have to remind you, then I will do, but it's most welcome. And I'm sure members will enjoy the opportunity, such as we do at County Council, of being on camera. But I hope obviously it's fairly edited when it goes out. And a warm welcome members of the public as well. And a special warm welcome to our newest addition to Rother District Council. Would you like to stand up and actually introduce yourself, Anna? Because I think that'd be fantastic.
I'm just elected to the role, and I'm very much looking forward to
Thank you very much indeed. Thank you, and congratulations on your election victory. Obviously, I'm sure every member of the council would share in those congratulations.
Yeah.
We move then to the formal agenda. We move on then to the reference from the Overview and Scrutiny Committee, agenda item 6.1. This is the standardisation of formal council meeting days. The Overview and Scrutiny Committee met on the 21st of July, considered a report, and the three-part recommendation is in front of you. I remind members that over the years, and those of us who have been on the council a number of years will be aware that this has been a subject of quite a great deal of debate, especially it seems at Scrutiny Committee, and I think that it is right and proper that at the outset of a new council that we actually attempt to get this right, that we actually attempt to get committee times and days of the week that actually suit councillors, especially those that have other commitments outside of those relating to the district council. So, as chairman of the Scrutiny Committee, I'll hand over briefly to Councillor Jenkins to give us the flavour of that meeting that took place on the 21st of July.
Thank you very much indeed, Chairman. Yes, I mean, this item was referred to overview, and there was quite a long and detailed discussion. I think at the core of the issue is really to try and encourage individuals to become councillors and, generally look at the business ethic as well. Some who are working during the day quite clearly cannot come to meetings, but later in the evening that would make that situation much easier for them. As you can see under the recommendation, there are three items there for debate now. In terms of the meetings that we are talking about, obviously those that would run in situ, I would suggest, are, as for example here, Cabinet at this moment, and also planning. But other meetings, such as licensing and indeed our own overview committees and audit, they would be revisited and in fact take up the new timetable of being 6:30 p.m. on a Monday evening. The third recommendation is to make an ultimate decision, and it made by the newly elected council in May 2015, Chairman. But I think, as we all know, we do have schedules to forward think and so on and so forth. So I'm sure the Cabinet might like to give that, particularly number 3, further consideration now.
Thank you very much, indeed, Councillor Jenkins. I understand that the issue around agenda item 3 is in fact that we publicise the annual council diaries a year in advance, but I'll hand over to the Executive Director of Resources to clarify that particular point.
Thank you, Chairman. I think if we go back to the purpose of this and that it was, I think what the message we're trying to send out is it might be easier for some people if they were aware that their day in dealing with council business was one working day. But that would depend basically on who was elected at the next council and the view that took. By the time the council meets in May 2015, we will already have published the meeting dates for that year. So if they wanted to change it, it would be difficult to change it in May 15 and suddenly alter the dates. Hence we were proposing that it would be implemented from May 2016, i.e. in effect the next civic year. The timing of the meetings is probably less of an issue once the day has been decided on. some meetings meet at 5:30, some meet at 6:30, sometimes depending on the agenda that time may change. So I think the timing is actually less of an issue, it's more about the day of the meeting.
Councillor Ganley.
Thank you, Chairman. In the light of what's just been said, first of all, I would like to propose this recommendation, but with a major modification, in fact. I feel that it is important we standardise. 6:30 sounds good to me. If you're working 5:30, would probably be a bit early, so 6:30 would probably be best for me. I see no reason why we can't do this now. If the new council that is elected in May 2015 decides otherwise, they will have the freedom to change that and bring it in and bring any changes in May 2016 if they so desire. So I would like to propose a modified recommendation as follows. It be resolved that as part of the council's strategy in attracting new members, 1. All formal scheduled meetings be held on a Monday, except planning committee. And 2. All evening meetings start at 6:30 p.m, both to take effect from May 2015.
And furthermore, just a point of clarification, because there has been some debate behind the scenes, just to reiterate the fact that Cabinet will still be a daytime meeting. Councillor Mrs Hughes.
Thank you, Chairman. I happy to move the recommendation.
Thank you. Councillor Watson.
Yeah, thank you, Chairman. Actually, I think this is actually, the recommendation is very welcome, actually, Chairman. I think this does give opportunity for those who actually work and who have a difficulty to get there at 5:30 because it's when they probably finish their business. So I think from that point of view it's very, very welcome. It's a good way to attract younger councillors actually onto our council as well, Chairman. So I think that the recommendation is really right on the button. Thank you, Chairman.
Councillor Lynn.
Thanks, Chairman. Once again, I feel that the Cabinet should be in the evening as well, because you're saying the main reason you want to make it one day seems to be an emphasis on people that are working. Why is Cabinet being taken out of this scenario when you're saying we want to attract people? Let's make it one day, let's make it in the evening, and then where most decisions are made, the most interesting decisions, is here at Cabinet in the daytime. It just doesn't seem to fit.
I'll be very, very clear with you, Councillor, on why that is. It is because the preparation involved in Cabinet meetings, it is because the length of Cabinet meetings can be distinctly variable, and we have to have the flexibility to have a very long Cabinet meeting if that is required. And I think you will agree that to have Cabinet meetings that ran very late into the evening, when members would be perhaps tired or hungry or frankly not on top form, would not be expedient. So it is my proposition, and indeed I'm sure that most councillors would agree, that Cabinet will continue to be held during the day. Councillor Osborne.